Yahya Sinwar was born in 1956 in a village that is now part of Israel. His family was displaced during the 1948 Arab-Israeli War, eventually settling in the Khan Yunis refugee camp in the Gaza Strip. Sinwar's early life was marked by the hardships of displacement and poverty. He and his family relied heavily on the United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestine refugees in the Near East, or UNRWA, for basic necessities. Despite these challenges, Sinwar excelled in his studies. He received his primary and secondary education in UNRWA schools within the camp. He developed a strong sense of Palestinian identity from a young age. His experiences in the camp, coupled with the broader political climate, fueled his burgeoning interest in Palestinian nationalism. After completing high school, Sinwar earned a scholarship to study Arabic language and literature at Al-Azhar University in Cairo, Egypt. He graduated in 1980, returning to Gaza with a wealth of knowledge and a heightened political consciousness. Sinwar's time in Cairo was transformative. He witnessed firsthand the complexities of the Arab world's relationship with Israel. He also became deeply involved in Islamic student movements, further shaping his worldview. Upon his return to Gaza, Sinwar joined the Islamic Center, a prominent social and religious institution in the Strip. He quickly rose through the ranks, becoming a respected figure for his charisma and organizational skills. In the early 1980s, Sinwar, alongside Sheikh Ahmed Yassin and other like-minded activists, established the Islamic resistance movement, better known as Hamas. Hamas emerged as a formidable force in Palestinian politics, advocating for armed resistance against Israeli occupation. The group's charter, published in 1988, explicitly rejected any negotiations with Israel and called for the establishment of an Islamic state in all of historic Palestine. Sinwar played a pivotal role in solidifying Hamas's ideology and organizational structure. Recognizing the need for a clandestine military wing, Sinwar founded the Al-Majd network. This secretive unit focused on recruiting and training operatives, procuring weapons, and carrying out attacks against Israeli targets. Al-Majd quickly gained notoriety for its audacious operations, including the kidnapping and killing of Israeli soldiers. Sinwar's leadership during this period cemented his reputation as a ruthless and effective militant commander. In 1988, Israeli authorities arrested Sinwar on charges of terrorism and murder. He was sentenced to 4 life terms plus 40 years. His imprisonment marked a turning point in his life, providing ample time for introspection and ideological refinement. While incarcerated, Sinwar immersed himself in Islamic texts and political theory. He corresponded extensively with fellow Hamas leaders, solidifying his position within the organization despite his physical confinement. Sinwar emerged from prison in 2011 as part of a prisoner exchange deal between Israel and Hamas. His release, alongside hundreds of other Palestinian prisoners, was met with jubilation in Gaza. He returned to a hero's welcome, his stature within Hamas significantly enhanced by his years of imprisonment and unwavering commitment to the cause. Section 4. Return to Gaza, a new era of leadership. Sinwar's return to Gaza coincided with a period of internal strife and political fragmentation within Hamas. He quickly consolidated his power, assuming a leading role in the organization's military wing, the Izz ad-Din al-Qassam brigades. In 2017, Sinwar was elected as the leader of Hamas in the Gaza Strip, a testament to his growing influence and the respect he commanded within the movement. As the leader of Hamas in Gaza, Sinwar faced the daunting task of governing a densely populated and impoverished territory. He oversaw the reconstruction efforts following the devastating 2014 war with Israel. Sinwar also sought to strengthen Hamas's military capabilities, recognizing the importance of deterrence in the group's struggle against Israel. Section 5. The 2023 escalation orchestrating a coordinated assault. In May 2023, tensions between Israel and Hamas escalated into a full-blown conflict. The fighting was triggered by clashes at the Al-Aqsa mosque compound in Jerusalem and the planned eviction of Palestinian families from the Sheikh Jarrah neighborhood. Under Sinwar's leadership, Hamas launched a barrage of rockets into Israel, demonstrating a level of sophistication and coordination not seen in previous conflicts. The 2023 war, which lasted 11 days, resulted in significant casualties on both sides. Sinwar's decision to launch rockets from civilian areas drew international condemnation but solidified his image as a steadfast resistance leader among his supporters. The conflict also highlighted the growing military capabilities of Hamas under his command. Section 6, Death and Legacy, a transformative figure in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. On October 20, 2024, an Israeli airstrike in Gaza City killed Yahya Sinwar. The targeted assassination, which came amidst heightened tensions following a series of cross-border attacks, marked a significant escalation in the conflict. Sinwar's death sent shockwaves through the region, prompting fears of a wider conflagration. Yahya Sinwar's life and death were inextricably linked to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. From his childhood in the Khan Yunis refugee camp to his leadership role in Hamas, he remained a staunch advocate for armed resistance against Israeli occupation. His legacy continues to shape the dynamics of the conflict, serving as both a symbol of Palestinian resistance and a reminder of the deep divisions that continue to plague the region.